Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how I manifested my dream life overnight. It worked. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. I have a massive video for you today. I want to start with one of you that I had a discussion with. Very, very powerful creator. And then a comment from another one of you on one of our short videos. All very powerful, all moving us to the next level of really how to create our dream life, how to manifest the life we always wanted overnight. Here's what she says, this powerful creator. I'm the proverbial proof that the law is real. It worked literally overnight. Now, she talked about months and months of trying to apply the law and all that. We're going to get to that. But remember, it changes overnight once you move to that idea that it's overnight. This is what she moved to, the proverbial proof that the law is real. And she touched on these ideas of intention plus expectation, referring to a recent video that we did. Right? This idea that it literally clicked. What clicked? Well, we're going to get to that today. Her specific person, who she's been in contact with off and on, just a little bit, right, now and then for the past 5 years, is now moving back to the city where she lives. But their plan's not to settle down there. Their plan is they're working now on buying around the world tickets to travel together. There's this ticket you can buy to travel around the world, right? This is their plan. She just came into a bunch of money. And she said, Tom, it's just all happening at once. I want to talk about what moved within her. What was the insight? Remember the idea of intention. Intention is wanting and desiring it without the lacking and needing it. It doesn't mean you don't want it. It doesn't mean you don't desire it. It's the wanting and desiring, in other words, intending it without the lacking, without the needing it. It's expectation is waiting for it without the doubting it. This is the stuff that we unpacked, the idea that, and she used these words, I'm going to talk about the words. She used the word, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I see it, I affirm it within, and just expect fulfillment. No big deal, I am God. I love this. She used that expression a few times, and I said, that's it. Right? It is. It's no big deal. Your source. Of course, if you intend something, wanting it and desiring it without the lack and needing it, you're choosing it. And then you expect the fulfillment. Yes, it's waiting for it, but it's waiting for it without the doubt, without the fear of non-fulfillment. It's an absolute expectation. Again, she says, I see it. In other words, I imagine it. She creates this simple imaginal scene, this simple assumption. I affirm it. She continues to affirm that it's done, that she's it, that she's in this new identity. And then she just expects fulfillment. No big deal. I am God. I really love that. Remember, you're always shifting. You're always manifesting. Why not shift and manifest with the intention and expectation of fulfillment no matter what? This is what we really talked about. This is what she just embodied and got. And then she goes, now I know what you mean by instant and overnight. It is until it isn't, right? She moved to this idea, oh, I get it, right? You're always shifting. You're always manifesting. Why not shift and manifest with the intention and expectation of fulfillment no matter what? We're going to talk about these ideas today. She talked about months and months, and I like the wording here, skirting the law. She was skirting the law of assumption, the law of being, the law of already having everything you want. She said, assuming it's hit or miss. She's manifested things. It's not new to her, right? But she always thought it was more hit or miss. Something big would happen, she'd manifest, and then something wouldn't go her way. Right? And she's trying to figure out what works and why is it taking so long. Holding on to that idea that it takes time, right? That it takes time to master and apply and practice these processes. It takes time and effort until it doesn't. until it doesn't. It's no big deal. So powerful. Just imagine, assume, and affirm it and expect it to unfold as a physical experience. It's no big deal. I love, love, love this. I just want you to know. Right? Remember, this is something that really resonates with her now. Time is the experience of change in that simultaneous reality, in that pure potential that you are, of all that is. It's just potential. It's all pure potential. All of those realities exist, but how do you experience that? The physical experience is known as a linear horizontal experience in time. When you ask why and when and all of that, it puts your focus on some force that you believe is time that's preventing you from being it now. It's just two, right? Time is movement, really, from one point of view or perspective of the now to another. Do you see it? It's just moving. It's you moving to one perspective of who you are, the truth of your reality, what you believe is the truth of who you are in your reality, to another perspective, to another point of view. That's the movement, all here and now. And we create the physical experience of that movement in time and space. That's all. You exist in all infinite simultaneous identities and realities here and now. Time is how you experience it physically, how you know it experientially, how you experience it physically, how you know it experientially. This is what really, really she gets now in a big way. This is why she's seeing that dream life manifest overnight to her after months, right? Even years of skirting the law, right? Wow. Remember, the more you embrace time, or the idea as time as an experience of all that you are, the more timeless you become. This is powerful. She's become more timeless because she's embracing the idea of time as just an expression in the physical experience, right? You are source. You are the creator and chooser of your reality, of your world, of your entire life experience. Intend it. Expect it. It's no big deal. Wow. I'm getting back to this because I love this, right? Yes, it feels like it's the release of resistance. It feels like you're releasing importance. But it's just knowing that it isn't a big deal. It's already you. Stop making linear time a big deal. Stop making linear time a problem to be solved. Stop making linear time something to be tolerated. Stop making linear time something to be dealt with, something to be overcome. It's simply an experience of change in that changeless potential that you are. A way to physically experience that limitless potential that you are, all at once, everything, everywhere. Right? A way to experience movement and change within what is everything, everywhere, all at once, here and now. It's no big deal. Wow. Loving this, as you can tell. I'm really loving this idea. Nothing takes time. That's why we say it takes awareness. It takes awareness of what? Your awareness of your experience as all that is. It's an experience. But you miss the experience when you don't embrace it, when you resist it, when you're trying to solve it as a problem. Right? This is big. And she talked about other things that she really likes, that really resonates with her. The idea of asking what if. Right? What if he moved back or they got back together, right? Wouldn't it be nice to travel the world, right? And now they're looking at these tickets, these around the world tickets, right? Wouldn't it be nice, right? That's not putting, I think one of you even commented that it seems like you're putting it in the future. That doesn't put it in the future. That doesn't put it as a mere probability. All things are possible, all potential. You're just invoking the potential that's already within you, right? You're choosing how to experience your all that isness. All potential exists here and now within you. All that talk, I get it. The early reality creation teachers, right, would talk about, oh, you gotta word it in the present or you're putting it in the future. We're saying there is no future and past. It's all now. We're saying time's an experience. We're saying when you say I am, that means I was, I will be, I could be. It's all past. It's past, present, and future. I am, even in Scripture, and some of the metaphysical teachers, when they talk about the meaning of the word I am, right? And Yod, He, Vav, He, Yod, He, Vav, He, right? Those letters. It's absolutely timeless, right? It means it will be, that what I say will be. It's absolute certainty. Yod, He, Vav, He means it's absolute certainty. It's absolutely done. I am God and there is no other. There's no question of non-fulfillment. It's the will of God. It will be. And that means it will be in all. Now is the past, present, and future all at once. Right there, you create the past, present, and future is the idea of the experience. So what if, it wouldn't be nice, are powerful. They're not putting anything in the future. That's just your linear, horizontal thinking, the limited thinking that some people talk about. There's no limitations on you. You can't get this wrong. Right? The past, present, and future are within you in that eternal now moment. Right? So it's all your now potential, all possibilities, past, present, and future now. Stop making reality creation, manifesting processes, techniques, time such a big deal. There's even some of you that talk about all the technical names for the levels of creation and all that. Stop making that so a big deal. It's not an intellectual exercise. Yes, there's a bunch of ways to look at it, but you're it. You're the vertical. You are all levels. Levels 1 through 7, you're it. So you can call it whatever you want. You can come up with all these intellectual exercises to describe it, but it's you here and now. It's no big deal. This is what they got from this, right? Yes, we could talk about the origin of I am and all of the possibilities that God's name can mean and what the letters mean and the teachings of Neville Goddard. I've talked about all of those on videos. I love that. But in its simplicity, it means that you are the past, present, and future, that all of your potential exists here and now. It's absolutely timeless. Stop making reality creation, manifesting processes, techniques, time such a big deal. You are all that is. You are source. You are all the power that is, was, or ever be, flows to you, through you, as you. You can't get it wrong. Yes, we have over 3,200 videos describing all aspects of it. It seems like we're making it a big deal, but every video is to point you back to the idea that it's no big deal, that we can talk about all the origins of words and all the meanings of things and what the ancients said and what this powerful guru said and what this other powerful teacher said, from Neville Goddard to Dr. Joe Dispenza to Joseph Murphy to Ernest Holmes to Florence Scovel Shinn. They're all brilliant. They're all powerful. Reality transurfing, all of them. I've talked about all of them, but there's a common thread, a common idea through all of it. It's that you get to choose. You as source, that it's no big deal. That there's one moment, one reality, one all that is. And you are the center of it as an individualized, personalized, focused center of that one divine mind, of that one reality. And then you get to choose your viewpoint, your perspective of it. And that unfolds in what we call a linear horizontal experience of time and space. It's no big deal. Wow. It flows to you, through you, and as you. You can't get this wrong. So another creator commented, it's just shifting, nothing personal, just shift. Wow. Very similar to this other one, to this creator that I talked with. It's no big deal. I love this just as much. It's just shifting. It's nothing personal, just shift. And I'm going to tell you what she created. Right? Wow, this is such a powerful comment. Right? Because we're always shifting and manifesting anyway. You're never not shifting. You're never not manifesting. It's all you. Right? Impersonal means you are all that is. It doesn't mean you're cold and uncaring. right? That idea of that you're that it doesn't it means that you're not separate, that you're not limited, that you're not in lack, right? That's coming from that lack or limited personality. Impersonal means you're not separate by anything, from anything, or limited by anything. You're not separate from or limited by anything. One divine universal mind in expression, one reality in expression. That's what impersonal means. Impersonal means it's the unity of all individualized, personalized centers of consciousness, you, me, and others, billions and billions. All part of that one reality, that one creation, all part of that impersonal, loving reality that we call God. Right? So it's not, you take impersonal, you're putting it through a 3D linear filter, a limited, lackful filter that it means it's cold and uncaring. That's not it. That's just coming from the assumption, from that feeling of separation that you have in your physical experience. But it's nothing but that. It's nothing personal. I love that. You're just shifting as all that is. You are an individualized, personalized center of that limitless personality of God or love. It's not that God's impersonal, it's that God is the combination of all personalities, all possibilities. It's the great isness and love of reality. It's just that, it's that love and gratitude. Nothing's more important, nothing's less important. It's all the same, it's all one. I am God and there is no other. Right? I am the Lord and there's no one else besides me. Right? It's a game changer. This is what this person says. And it's already created a huge shift. She's talking about this realization as she affirms this, right? She says, once I started the robotic affirmations, which everyone talks about, right? Robotic affirmations, not just on our channel, but every channel, all the channels talk about it. I am rich, I am powerful, I'm in love, I am healthy, free, and knowing I am God, I am everything. That, she said, everything shifted. Everything shifted with this idea that it's nothing personal. That a robotic affirmation doesn't mean impersonal or cold or caring. And the name might not resonate with you, the idea of robotics, so use another name, just affirmations. Right? Right. This idea that you're just affirming that, so you're shifting, it's no big deal. You're shifting anyway, you're manifesting anyway. Yes, there's no other personality. It's not personal. It must be because you say so. That's what that means. It's not personal. In other words, there's no other personality. You're an individualized, personalized center of that consciousness. But there's only one personality and one divine mind of which we're all a part of. Yes, you have a unique essence, a unique signature, a unique frequency that no one, that doesn't exist anywhere else but within you. That's your personality or unique signature. Then we put it through a filter of separation and limitation. And we call that our personality, right? Where we see that from that, and that's who we believe we are, but you're not. You're a personality of God. You're a personality of that one mind. You're a unique essence or signature or frequency of all that is. And without you, all that is doesn't work. Without you, all that is not all that is. Your signature, your frequency, your personality, without the baggage of limitations and judgment and all of that, the good and bad and right and wrong. Without all of that, it's a pure personality of God. You don't lose that personalized nature that you are. You just get rid of all the baggage. Right? It's not personal, nothing personal. Powerful. This is why she's experiencing so much wealth, so much success, she's manifesting so much by this idea that she's affirming from that idea that it's nothing personal. Wow, this is powerful. It's no big deal. I was able to access money I hadn't had access to prior. Pay off years of derogatory credit accounts. Amazing. Get rid of a car that was in possession. In other words, I guess she sold it. She bought a new one. And then just get above board with life again. Get above board. I love the wording she used here. Because you are above it. You're in the vertical. When we feel we're stuck in this horizontal experience, This idea that things move in time. They don't move in time and space. That's just a certain perspective. You create it all. You're always in the vertical. You are all that is, creating a horizontal experience of that vertical and only reality. But how do you know the vertical unless you create an experience of that horizontal? Do you see it? You are that vertical being, creating that horizontal or linear experience to know yourself as that vertical being. But hear this, it's no big deal. It's nothing personal. In other words, from this now identity, from her affirming, and from that other person creator that I talked with, right? That it's no big deal. This person seeing themselves, setting the intention and expectation, then expecting it to unfold. All of it is expected from that vertical to unfold as a physical linear experience. And you're creating all of it from this identity now. The past and future are just ideas in the now. This is all now. They're just ideas of that vertical experience. It's just a way to know yourself, but you get to determine. Here's the thing, there's nothing set. There's no past to regret. There's not even a past to reminisce about. You could, right? It's all happening now. There's no future that's out of reach. There's no future to hope for. It's a future to intend right now. It's all now. It's all created here and now. And then you create the experience of it. Every time you remember something, you're recreating that past because it doesn't exist until you remember it. Every time you imagine and remember that future, you create it now. And you get to experience it physically from the vertical as a horizontal experience. It's all you. Wow. How I manifested my dream life overnight. It worked, indeed. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creatives, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, and anywhere on social media at either Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful. And also for being part of our membership channel. This Sunday at 9 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Time USA, we're going to come to you live with our next live stream to be broadcast exclusively on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. Be sure to continue to send your questions to info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. We'll also answer your questions right on the live event, right on the chat during the live event. It's going to be fun. If you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.